My name's Kanika Kapoor. I'm the Deputy Head of School of Economics at UCD and the Director of Postgraduate Programs and Research. So what I'd like to do today is just talk to you a little bit about what our school is like so that you have some idea of what you're getting into when you come into a master's program here at UCD. So we are a very diverse school. We have 28 faculty members, academic staff members, and they are evenly split between men and women. And we are very international, we're very diverse. 17 of our 28 staff members are from countries outside Ireland, and they represent countries in Asia, in Europe, and in America. So you've got a very welcoming, a very diverse, and a very broad faculty base here, and I think you will enjoy the community that we have here. It's a very friendly, collegial department that we have at the School of Economics here. So let me tell you about a little bit more about why you might want to pick UCD as a place to do your master's program in economics. Well, the top reason is that we are an excellent department. We are an excellent research department. So if you look at just rankings, if you look at the REPEC research rankings, UCD Economics is the top research department in Ireland. So you're getting taught by essentially staff who are at the top of their research game. They are at the cutting edge of research. If you look at other rankings, you will see that we have 4 staff who are in the top 10% worldwide. We have 12 staff who are in the top 12.5% in Europe. So what this means is you are getting in the classroom research insights from people who are very much at the cutting edge of research. It's not just also theoretical research. Our staff are actively engaged in advising policymakers. They advise policymakers within Ireland in terms of government departments and non-profits. They advise policies departments internationally and international governments. So what this means for you is that you're not just getting theoretical research in the classroom, you're also getting taught by faculty members who are actively engaged in policy. This also means that what you're going to get is you're going to get access to an optional internship program. And what this internship program does is it enables you to bring to a real-world context what you've learned inside the classroom. And to talk more about this, my colleague Juana Pierre will talk to you about the details of the master's program and this internship program.
My name is Juana Pea, and I am the incoming director of the 3 MSc programs offered by UCD School of Economics. Our MSc program is designed to prepare you for a wide range of jobs as graduate economists. The MSc in Quantitative Economics offers rigorous training in the mathematical and statistical tools employed by economists and prepares you for PhD level studies or jobs where economic research represents an important component. The MSc in Applied Economics focuses on applying economic tools to solving real-world problems and prepares you for jobs as professional economists in both the business sector as well as government institutions and public policy bodies. The MSc in Behavioral Economics is designed for students with an interest at the intersection of economics and psychology, and trains you on how to use behavioral economic tools to either conduct PhD level research or work in jobs where understanding human behavior and decision-making processes is a key component. Students across all of the 3 programs join the School of Economics as one class and become an integral part of our research community here in UCD. They participate alongside faculty in weekly research seminar and are provided extensive support in developing research ideas, writing MSc thesis, or finding an internship. They take part in research days where they present their research ideas in front of faculty and peers. Students across the 3 programs are provided training in core modules such as microeconomics and econometrics, but also have access to a wide variety of elective courses that they can choose based on their interests and career ambitions. They also take part in weekly research and careers classes where invited speakers give talks about the different career paths for graduate economists across a variety of sectors. If you decide to join our programs, you will not only be taught by faculty belonging to Ireland's leading economic department, but also find a very vibrant and diverse community of students and staff. About half of our MSc students are international and they come from all over the world, and about 40% of them are female. Past students have went on to find jobs in a wide range of both public and private institutions, including names such as Amazon, the European Investment Bank, the European Central Bank, Indecon Economic Consultant, but also government institutions such as the Irish Government Economic and Evaluation Service. So let me now briefly explain some of the unique features of each of our three programs. MSc in Applied Economics provides training in core modules in microeconomics and econometrics and allows students to choose from a wide range of electives that go from environmental to energy, development and behavioral economics, but also decision theory, the economics of competition, health and welfare economics. Applied economics students have the options of either writing a master thesis under the supervision of a faculty member over the summer trimester, or they can do a 12-week internship. And the School of Economics provides extensive support in finding and sourcing an internship, and has agreements with companies such as Ryanair, the Central Statistic Office, or the European Central Bank, that each year take several of our students as interns. So past students have found internships in places such as the Revenue Commissioners, which is the Irish Treasury, in various regulatory bodies in telecom or aviation, but also private companies such as Fidelity Investments, AIB Bank, Citibank. The MSc in Behavioral Economics students are offered training in core modules that include econometrics, microeconomics, but also experimental and behavioral economics and psychology. They can also choose from several elective courses that include health and welfare economics, decision theory, economics of competition, or environmental and energy economics. Behavioral economics students can either write a master thesis over the summer under the supervision of one of our faculty members, or they can do a 12-week internship. The school offers extensive support in sourcing internships, and past students have found an internship in places such as the Behavioral Insights team in London or JPAL. MSc in Quantitative Economics students are offered rigorous training in data analysis and mathematical tools, and follow core modules in econometrics, microeconomics and macroeconomics across both semesters. They also have the option of choosing electives focused on quantitative data skills such as data programming, but also decision theory, the economics of innovation, international economics, or health and welfare economics. MSc in Quantitative Economics students will write a master thesis over the summer under the supervision of one of our faculty members. And many of our students go on to do PhD afterwards and have been accepted in prestigious places such as NYU, Cornell, UCL, or European University Institute. So I hope that you will consider joining our program next year, and if you have any questions about the program or jobs afterwards, don't hesitate to get in touch with the School of Economics. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Manvi and I study Masters in Applied Economics here at UCD. The main reason why I was inclined to study here at UCD was because the School of Economics offers a bunch of different opportunities. The faculty is world-class, and I studied under a lot of professors who are at the top of their field and have had so much industry exposure. Other than that, the School of Economics hosts internal and external seminars quite often, and that allows you to stay up to date with the research in the field. So that's the main reason why I decided to study economics here at UCD. The thing that I enjoyed the most about the course was the exposure. So I got exposure to a bunch of international experiences that I wouldn't have the opportunity at home. The program is designed in a way that you tend to interact with the people in the applied field as well as the behavioral field. So all the three fields, they have projects that they're working on together. So I feel like that's one of the strongest points of the course, that you are exposed to a bunch of different fields within economics. Other than that, the department caters to experimental designs, applied designs, as well as theoretical designs. So there's a bunch of everything for everyone in the School of Economics. Some of my favorite modules were behavioral economics and econometrics. I feel like the exposure that I had there was just top class because it just gave me a way to look at things a bit differently. The School of Economics actually offers so many different modules that it's a bit difficult at times to select which ones you want to do. It offers innovation design, quantitative, so say Bayesian analysis, introduction to R, and yeah, there are just a bunch of different modules to choose from, and I ended up auditing quite a few. The thing that I love about the School of Economics has to be the seminars. So every Friday or every Wednesdays, there would be seminars in the School of Economics where you could just go and listen to some of the research papers that were just out and the presentations given by the authors themselves. So I feel like that kind of exposure is just tough to get anywhere else. Other than that, there are also various student supports in the School of Economics, so you can always talk to your course coordinator, and there's always some administrative support available to the students. UCD has a lovely campus. As a student, I feel like that's one of the major perks. Other than that, exposure to Dublin. As an international student, UCD also has a bunch of different student supports. So they have student counselors, student advisors, and they also have a UCD Careers Network that allows you to exploit the opportunity to get CV recommendations, interview prep, and they also give you, they also have a site where they post all the job opportunities available to you as a student. So I think that kind of exposure is very useful, especially if you're very new to this industry. So I think that's the best thing about the School of Economics and at UCD. So now, after finishing MSc last year in the fall, I decided to continue with my internship at Revenue, and I had exposure to internship at Revenue as well as the Commission of Aviation Regulations. But I was more research-oriented, so I decided to pursue a PhD. So at the moment, I'm currently doing the MLit program here at the School of Economics, and I will transition into a PhD in fall. The one advice I would have for anyone considering the MSc program is to look into your research interests and find out what's something that you like. If you're more oriented towards research and you want to go into PhD, maybe consider the quantitative program. If you're someone who wants to work in the industry, who's very inclined towards working with the data, consider the applied program. And if you have interest in studying behavior and experimental designs, consider behavioral economics. So there's something for everyone here, but definitely take into account what your interests are, and it's a great place to be. originally from India, and I grew up in a little town in the north of India, and I've always had an inclination towards economics and how things work. My major interest area was behavioral economics and microeconomics, and then I was looking at where my study options abroad, and then I came across UCD mainly through my counselors, and then I was considering a bunch of areas in the EU, but I think Dublin just stole the spotlight in terms of the post-study options and post-study visa options, and just the opportunities for international students and scholarships. The scholarships and the industry experience was the main reason why I decided to go to Dublin as an international student. Also, it's an English-speaking country, which is a lot better, I felt like, in terms of job opportunities later on. So that's why I decided to go to Dublin. When I came here first, UCD was very supportive. They offered me a ride from the airport to my accommodation and helped me get settled in. UCD also provided me with a bunch of different supports to help me transition. So they have like the English speaking center, the math center, so a lot of societies where you can just go meet friends. They also have an Indian INSOC where you can go and meet people from India and just feel like it's a community all around. So yeah, it was a very positive experience coming here to UCD as an international student.